Hello and welcome. My name is Coach Adrian, love coach, relationship coach from the #1 website in the world on how to get back with your ex. The question today is in regards to no contact and an ex reaching out when you have decided that you are not going to reach out. And this individual asks me, what do I do? How to deal with these situations when an ex is seemingly trying to engage with you and you're unable to set that boundary that you want to set. It's a beautiful question, and this seems to happen every week to individuals that I work with. The reality is that you need to contextualize each outreach to your situation. Not all no contacts are the same, and not every situation when an ex reaches out is the same. And so if you are on good terms, we don't want to ignore an ex and potentially trigger them, upset them, and create resentment. However, we also don't want to reward negative behavior. And we don't want your ex to feel like they can just take you for granted and engage with you whenever they want because you're on ice, waiting for them to just come back into their lives. So in essence, you need to be able to distance yourself a little bit, to have perspective, and to read that reality in order to understand what the opportunities are. To do that, it's very important for you to understand the purpose of the outreach, to read between the lines. Is it just because your ex truly just needs this one administrative thing to be taken care of? Or do you sense that there's something more? That they're trying to cling on and not have you live your life and move forward. And if you sense that that is what's going on, you need to respond accordingly. And perhaps, not give too much information, attention, follow-up questions, big blocks of texts. No. We want to be strategic to make sure that we maintain control of the tempo, that we are still able to pull away on our terms, even if we choose to respond and to engage. In some cases, I would argue that it is better to not engage at all, just to send a message that you don't want to hear from them. You don't want to engage with them. You deserve better than the way that you have been treated. But it's important for you to be clear and to not act emotionally or out of impulse, nor out of fear of upsetting them. Because I've seen so many mistakes happen because we are afraid to push our ex away. You need to overcome that fear. And I want to make sure that you don't let your emotions cloud your judgment, because it's fear, and ultimately it's the willingness, the need to connect emotionally with our significant other that usually leads you to making a mistake, short-term validation over long-term self-respect and gratification. So, as a rule of thumb, we want to be respectful as we set our boundaries on our own terms. We will never speak negatively to our ex or intentionally push them away, but it is okay to set boundaries. It is okay to tell you, for example, to tell your ex that you're not ready to engage with them right now, or to not respond to them right away, or to keep it very short, just to send this message that there is a boundary there and that you're choosing to protect yourself. Ultimately, it's important for you to also avoid conflict, drama, negativity. Right? So we're not going to act in a petty way and seek to express frustration or try to get them to be flustered or jealous or resentful. But it's important to do things with this intent of valuing yourself and doing so with self-respect. You don't need to respond to your significant other and you must overcome this fear of losing them. That is what I truly want you to remember from this video. Now, I go into much more depth as to how to respond to different types of outreaches, and I encourage you to click on the link below to discover in depth really how to navigate certain situations. The point is, there are many different ways to approach this, and we want to make sure that the context is right for each and every one of these situations. And the truth is, I cannot address this in a 5-minute video. You need to come to a free live training on how to repair a broken relationship very quickly. If you're clear about the mindset, if you're clear about how to do no contact the right way, it doesn't have to take forever. But we must overcome the fear of losing our ex and the fear of pushing them away or upsetting them, and nurture confidence and nurture well-being. That is how we will be able to maximize every outreach, whether it's them reaching out to you during no contact or you reaching out to them after this period of no contact. If you have questions, like I said, come to the free live training. I will answer them there. For whatever reason, if something was not clear from this video, or if you'd like me to do a video on another related topic, hit up the comment section and it will be my pleasure to provide you with some guidance. Much love as always, all the best, and speak soon.